You are now listening to another episode of the Chanel and Alan Chit Chat Podcast with your hosts, Chanel Marshall and Alan Byrne.
Hello, Chanel.
Hello there.
How you doing?
I'm bloody hot. Other than that, I'm alright.
Is it warm? Is it hot there?
It's weird. It's humid.
Humid. Yeah, it's sunny down here now, but it's not warm. It's never warm. The only thing it's good about it is it does make you get up and move around, because otherwise you just you feel like you're dying, so you have to move.
So do you hold on? So you don't. So you guys don't get summer, like?
There is. We get summer. We get a version of it. We get a
Yeah, but like, what's the highest it's ever been?
highest recorded temperature. My keyboard's too high here, so I have to kind of like do it like this. Weather extremes recorded from Ireland. 32.5 degrees was the highest it's ever gone in this country. County Offaly on 1976, Chanel. So it hasn't even been that hot. It hasn't been that hot since 1976. So
Hold on. So when we get like our hot, they say Indian summers. Let's try and make it sound ethnic.
why is it called Indian summer? Is that like in reference to India? Is that like
I have no idea. I'm just being facetious, but yeah,
No.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, Indian summers," and I'm like, "You're telling me that doesn't travel?"
It doesn't travel, man. It just gets stopped. There's a border patrol in the Irish Sea. There's a sequence of boats, and the temperature is trying to come across. Sunshine, guys with like sunglasses and sombreros and like big brollies, singing and dancing and having fun. And then there's the fun police in the middle of the ocean. It's like, turn back, you fuckers! You're not wanted here. So no, it's because I think it's because of the Atlantic Ocean and air currents and things. It just blows it all away, blows away all the summery hot fun.
I think your mic is rubbing on something, making noise.
Maybe it is. Hang on.
Have you got a zip there or something? Because it sounds like it's knocking.
Oh, I see. It's because it's actually using my mic here. If I hold it like that, I can look like I'm on I'm on an important call. You know, when people hold them, they hold them like that. Very important. It's very important. Hello, David. Yes. Hello. The files. We're moving the Johnson files. That kind of stuff. That's why these ones have a built-in microphone, which is shy because the microphone on the laptop is nearly the best sound quality I get from any of this shit, and it's not even supposed to work. Oh, exciting! I like your hair, by the way. You're looking very.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, went for a little change, so I don't actually have to do my hair because the struggle's real. Like, you just want to get up and just go out, and then you've got to do the whole thing of like.
Believe you me, I gave up on all hair-based effort many years ago. So I mean, I'm with you.
I was thinking about doing that, right?
Oh yeah,
cutting my hair all off and just starting from scratch.
Okay.
But I don't feel I have the head shape for it.
Have you ever?
And there's no way of finding that out without cutting my hair and being like, fuck, I don't have the head shape for it. Right. And then I have to revert to wearing a hair hat, which is technically a wig. So yeah, no.
I don't know, would they sell better or worse? What a lovely hair hat you have, madam. But have you? What I want to know though is there any archival pictures, like even from when you were a child? Of course, I suppose your head could change over time. Where, like, what's the shortest you've had your hair? Can we even guesstimate the topography here of your dome?
No, like when I was a baby, I had a somewhat.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know you weren't born with like a full fucking head of hair, like but I'm talking about like.
That's what I'm saying. Like literally, it was like baby. I think maybe I might have been like it was a picture, and I think I was probably about maybe 1 or under, and I had like a little high toppy thing going on,
Okay.
curly hair.
Okay.
But that's it. After that, I had hair, so I don't know what it's like to have
So you
no
never,
hair.
like, as an adult, what's the like? You've never done like
Oh,
short
I've cut
hair,
it.
kind of
I
like.
have cut it short, and I look like a pixie boy. But other than that, um, yeah, no, not like scout board. Like
Okay.
it's like that's where I was
So yeah,
trying to go with it.
I got you. So
So
yeah, you've no way of knowing what shape your head is.
no,
That's
and I
tricky.
probably would look like a boy. So it's a risk
I
I'm not
don't.
willing to take. I think I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
Might
think
look
you'd.
very boyish.
I don't think you look very boyish, but I think it's the head shape. That's the real thing. Because you don't know what's going on back there. You could have a big dip. You could have like a cone. It could be very coney. You know.
Right, like could be like a Mr. Ripley effect, like at the back, fingers go in the back. I don't know what's going on. No idea. So yeah, I did think about it, deep consideration. Um,
But
and
Chanel, you
then
know
the
me.
classic thing was,
I advise. I'm fully in favor of finding out what shape your head is.
yeah, no. I had a Bemoji, right?
Ah,
So it's basically like a little avatar.
okay,
And I gave the emoji like a little mini like afro, right?
okay.
And gave it like a little headband. And I was like, oh, actually, the emoji looks pretty cute. It looks okay because it kind of simulates a little bit like me. I was like, doesn't look that bad. I was like,
All right,
okay.
all right. So yeah,
Then I was sending a emoji to someone, and then
right.
it came up, but it came up without the headband, right?
Okay.
And I looked fucked up. Like the emoji looked so fucking butters. Like it was so bad. And I was like, bruh, yeah, this it could go this way. I'm just gonna not do I'm not doing it. The
That's very
emoji
funny.
set me back like,
So this
yeah, nah.
bumoji. Why bumoji? What's the
No, it's Bimoji. B
bim?
B Bimoji, yeah. Bimoji. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what platform is this Bimoji on?
Snapchat.
Okay. All right. That explains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that explains why I don't know because I know all the other young people platforms except for Snapchat. Yeah.
Right.
But that's Bimoji, whatever the fuck it's called. What if I say it one more time, it'll appear.
Yeah.
Be careful. Say it twice. Like Beetlejuice. This Beetlejuice emoji, right? So this is how you're deciding your new haircuts. You're gonna try them out on this fucking avatar and then see how they look.
Yeah, that's the best I can do because I just saw that and I was just like, whoa. Yeah, and I was laughing so hard I actually started crying. Like it was so hilarious. I was just like, this thing looks so fucked up. Like
This
imagine if I decided that this is what I was gonna do. I'd be
I
so upset.
I want to see this emoji. I want photographic evidence and I want to see the one that like is the one that you actually are currently using with the headband, but also I want to see the one that made you like cry with laughter. I want access to these
Well, it's not
emojis.
possible because my phone
Oh,
doesn't
that's
work.
right. Your phone, the saga of your phone.
Yeah,
Still
so
no go with that, no.
let's just not talk about the phone.
Okay, okay.
Let's
I don't
let's
want to
just
bring
leave
up a
that.
sore point. It is very annoying though. It is very annoying when you can't. Well, see, I've been tortured by my fucking devices up until a week or two ago when I finally got them
Mhm.
all fixed. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
Yeah,
Um,
the stresses.
you know
I've
what
never had this stress before in my life. Never,
this is the most
ever.
stress you've ever experienced.
No, I mean like with like a phone. I've never lost a phone. I've never broken a phone.
What?
Phone's
Get
never died on
fucked.
me.
You've never lost a phone or broken a phone.
Never, never in my life. Nope.
That's I don't know how to feel. I think that's insane.
Yeah,
That's an
never.
insane thing to say. I can't think of a phone that I haven't lost or broken except for the one I currently have now. And literally I just felt down in my pocket and it's not there. I don't know where it is. I just literally felt it's not there. You've
Yeah,
never
no.
lost or broken a phone.
Nope.
That's like some superhero power.
Yeah,
That's like
never. And I've
some
had the same phone number since 18. Yeah, I've had the same
that's
phone
crazy,
number.
Chanel. That's crazy. That really is a millennial superpower. What would your name be though? Phononia? Phononia? Just and every time, just like you get into some sort of like there's some sort of a crash, a car crashes into a lorry and it explodes and things are blowing boxes and your phone is flying through the air, but whatever way you land, it just always lands in your hand. You just can't drop it, no matter what.
I don't know.
It just
Let's
resets.
be mysterious and just be like the phone keeper. I don't know, but like.
I like that. I like that. The only problem you call yourself the phone keeper, then people are going to be like, "Can you hold my phone for me, please?" And you're like, "Hey, damn it, it's not what I meant." Keeper. Like that's almost honestly, Chanel. That's almost supernatural that you have.
I know.
You
so now
never
you can see why I was so like, what the fuck, and why I was so irritated.
I guess I'm trying to think of an equivalent. I mean, like I suppose the first time I ever broke, lost, whatever, a phone, I was a bit annoyed. But it's just happened to me so many times. The part of my brain that's annoyed by it has become calloused, and it's just there's no that part of me is just dead. There's no feeling left there anymore, so it doesn't matter. I've got a fucking drawer full of broken phones.
I've never understood people that just are like, oh yeah, I lost it, or oh I broke it, and it's like how?
But like, do you not drop other items, Chanel? Do you drop things? See, I'm clumsy. I drop everything.
But like, I always have my phones always have cases.
Yeah, well, same.
And screen protectors.
Yeah, but like
only recently on that phone I had, what do we call it? The screen protector actually cracked, and that was like the first time. I mean, I've never had that happen before in my life, and I literally was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to take this off, and I'm gonna have to replace it." And then it just decided it was going to be a fucktard and die. So,
I mean, like, but you see, you say you've dropped stuff, but you haven't really dropped. You gotta really drop it off a building onto like a corner of a cinder block. That's what I'm talking about.
I've dropped it. That's how I cracked the screen protector, because it dropped and it was obviously face down, because everything's always fucking face down in it.
Like jammy
you
bread,
drop a pizza, yeah, and it face down. Yeah, and that's how I cracked that.
Physics.
I dropped the phone in my face.
Like when you're trying to take like a high selfie and you land it on your hand.
No, just like you're in bed. No, but you're in bed and you're like this instead of like you're laying on your back and you're like that. And then also it's like, that, and also when I used to have the Sky remote, that's a big fucker. That's dropped in my face quite a few times.
That's fun. There's nothing like dropping something in your own face to make you feel like a real dope,
Yep. And then you can't even get angry because it was you. So,
Damn you, phone / television controller, for falling into my face. It's so, nothing worse than when it's you've done it to yourself, because, like you said, you just can't get angry. Fuck that. It's very annoying. Very annoying.
Feel a bit dumb, to be fair. But yeah. So yeah, that's why I was a bit like emosh. But yeah, other than that.
Totes emosh.
Yeah, it's been interesting.
But you seem very calm now, Chanel. You've gotten over it, which is good. You sound very zen, which I'm happy to hear.
I got to the point I was just like, do you know what? I can't do anything about it. And slowly but surely, I'm starting to remember my passwords to get back into shit. Hence why, like, I managed to get back into my Instagram because I couldn't remember what the password was. And then it was linked to the email account that I couldn't get into because I have no idea.
Right.
Fuck all of an idea what the password was for my freaking email account. So if anyone chooses to email me on my comedy email, good luck, because I'll never get the messages, because I don't think I'll ever fucking get back in there. Okay?
So you're, see, this is again another amazing thing I'm learning about you, Chanel. Like, I can't forget my passwords because I only have like 2 passwords that I use for everything, which is what you're not supposed to do. But are you telling me that you actually use different passwords for things?
Yes. I have like a variation of like.
I feel like I don't know anything about you. I feel like you're a total stranger. You don't drop phones. You fucking don't break phone. You've never broken a phone before. You're just a goody, aren't you? You use the different passwords to protect.
No, what it is, I have a variation of about 4, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be like, ooh, let me be all, let it correlate with, you know, what the thing is that I'm signing up for or whatever. So I'll be like, say if I'm signing up for freaking Asda, then I'll be like, oh, let me add Asda in the password because, you know, that makes sense.
I see
right?
what you're doing. Yeah, you're like
Or
Chanel
like I was
secret
saying,
password dash Asda, you know, Chanel super
right,
secret password dash whatever dash.
right. So then I'll be like, oh, okay. So if say for instance Asda, and I might be like, oh, actually, let me just put like food shopping as the password or something because like it's Asda, who gives a shit, right? So, but then I'll forget that that's what I did. So then I'll go into like my 4 main passwords and I'll be typing, I'll be doing different variations, adding numbers, adding emojis, adding freaking periods, all that kind of crap. And I can't fucking get into it because I fucking forgot that I've made it so simple.
You've overcomplicated your simplicity. Yeah, you've
That's what I
oversimplified your
believe
complications.
happened with
No.
the email account because then I tried to get into it, and I've never known it to be so hard to get into a fucking email account. Like, there's fuck all in there. Like, all Google keeps saying is, "Oh, we can't prove it's you. We can't prove it's you." What the fuck?
Man,
Who the fuck else is trying to get into this fucking piece of fucking shit? Like, I was so angry.
People are trying to hack your previous comedy dates from last year. They need to know as part of their elaborate an elaborate way to steal money from you.
Oh, it's so annoying. But yeah,
that is very annoying, Chanel. That's very annoying. But I mean, it's just annoying to you because it's never happened to you. This happens to me every week. I break 3 phones and get locked out of 4 of my accounts. So I just, you know, what'll happen eventually is you just reach a state of stupid zen like me, where everything goes wrong all the time and there's nothing you can do about it.
No, I'm not being there. No, I'm not being. No.
It's great. It's
some
great.
Some things I could be like, yeah. Some things I'm like, no. So, just no. I'm not. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, shit happens. It happens all the time. No, shit happens. I go through it. I get over it, and then there's a big gap before that shit happens again.
All right, that's your way of coping.
That's
good
it.
for you. Go with God. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I think it's a good thing.
My strategy is to lean into the stupidity. That's how I roll. But I appreciate if you don't want to do that. That's fine. I bought a bunch of scented candles, Chanel, because I want the house to smell like something other than mud and shit. Because as I was saying to you, I'm digging outside all the time.
Yeah, but we got a thing with this. We've got a thing with this.
What?
How do you know that that's what it smells like? Because
because it smells like that now. No. But I know it when it's like when I'm having it, I know what it is. Plus, I mean, the floor is covered in mud. I'm covered in mud, and I'm like, "What's that smell? Did someone just bring in a crate load of bananas? Obviously, it's coming from this mud." I should never have told you that. I should never tell you anything. Just because I can't remember smells, but I can smell them when I smell them. Like this. But smells like.
But that's my whole point. So what's weird is I don't get, which I'll never understand, is like, say for instance, so that candle, right? What is that candle?
It says cinnamon spice. I think it's.
Oh, it's a fall candle. Yeah, that's like the fall.
But it does smell cinnamony. I get it. Yeah, it's kind of doing it. It's the imagery, the artwork there is kind of like, it's Christmas, but we don't want to alienate people who aren't Christians, so it doesn't say Christmas.
Oh no, that's for like that's what they call like the fall autumn candles. So it's the scent or spice, whatever, that comes beforehand. Like you get pumpkin spice, like lattes.
Right.
That's basically what that little mesh up is, basically. Okay. But yeah, that's what around the Halloweeny fall time when the leaves are falling off.
So I actually got the right I got the right one.
Yeah, be proud. I don't know why to be proud of, but be proud of something.
I gotta be proud of something. Be proud. Let's just stretch. Let me have something. Let me be proud of my candle purchase. And my days are so fucking productive that now I've come down to having to be proud of candles I've purchased. 100 hours of burn time. Alan, you've done it again.
It's only like 4 days. Yeah, so.
I'm trying to have a fucking moment here. You just fucking knocking me off with every kind of. Plus, you're not supposed to leave the thing burning fucking 24 hours a day. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make the kitchen smell nicer, not fucking ward off ghosts and fucking ghouls or some incense or what's the word?
You know, people walking past going, "Oh, is this Starbucks by any chance?"
Ooh, yeah, that's coming in for a cinnamon frappuccino, whatever the fuck.
So now that candle, right?
Yes.
So if you leave the room,
right,
and then you come back in, and then you're like, you're gonna sniff it and be like, "Oh, that cinnamon."
Well, now I know it's fucking this autumnal scents or whatever the fuck.
No, but would you know that that's cinnamon? So everything it just smells like cinnamon, but you've established that is cinnamon, right?
Yeah, I would know
because that's what it says, and you're like, "Okay, cool, that's cinnamon." All right, cool.
Yeah.
So you leave the room.
Yeah.
You come back. You're gonna be like
cinnamon. Yeah, 100%.
Cinnamon. How?
But I can't when I'm outside of the room, not smelling it. I can't smell it. That's all it is. I can only remember it when I'm in its presence. If you want to phrase it that way.
Okay, so if you leave the room and someone went, "Oh, look, here's a stick of cinnamon," you'll be like, "I don't know. I don't know. It could be rhubarb. I don't know."
Well, I guess I'd have to be blindfolded though, because then I could see it. I'm getting other visual cues, or it could be one of those videos where it looks like a football, but it's really a cake. They're very popular at the moment. I don't know.
Right.
Not always a football. It could be anything, but it's like a shoe, and people are like, "Hey, it's a shoe," and then people like, "Oh, it's a cake." I don't know what. I don't understand the world anymore. It's popular. So I wouldn't. Correct, I wouldn't be able to remember what it smelled like. Without it being present.
Okay. All right.
Every fucking episode now there's going to be like an Alan's smell memory fucking interrogation section. I was, the other one, the one we put out, all the timeline's fucked up now. But we did one where you're talking about scary films and scary things like that. And I wanted to ask you, have you seen A Cabin in the Woods? Have you seen that film? I
read
think
it.
You what?
I read about it. So I wanted to know what it was about.
You read the novel version. I was like, what the fuck?
Yes, because that's what one does.
Freddy Krueger, the adapted novelized version. I was like, what the fuck are you up to? So much better than the film. Such a richer building of the character that is Mr. Krueger. His backstory, where he had an internship in Cambridge and had a romantic dalliance with an older woman. It really builds his character, I bought a Halloween door knocker for the front door. It looks fucking great, man. It really matches. It's the same color as the kind of brass on the front door, so it just looks like a genuine skull door knocker. It's fantastic. The postman thinks I'm a fucking lunatic.
Who's coming? Oh, you have postmen out there. I thought you'd have to be like.
Have to lure people over.
I thought it was like in like country bumpkin, like
go on, say don't pause, don't go on, say your racist prejudice shit. I know it's coming. You're just like, let me just couch this in terms that makes it seem like I'm not a bigot. That's fine. You don't need to. Please.
No, because it happens. It's also in the Caribbean as well. Like if they live like proper like up in the hills or whatever, right. They don't have the postman come in to deliver their mail.
Right.
They have to go to the post office and collect their mail.
Yes, yeah.
So I thought that's what your situation was. So I was thinking, why are you doing the door knocker? Because who's actually coming?
Well, firstly, Chanel, it's to amuse myself. So even if there was no postman, I would still put up this door knocker, because every time I leave the house and close the door, it sets off the little sensor in it, and it goes, "Whoa, welcome to the haunted house," and it makes me laugh every time.
You just really want to be back at work, don't you?
See, that's it. I'm missing the dungeon. I'm trying to bring in these spooky. accessories. It was on sale in Super Value. What am I going to do? I can't walk away from it. You know, €2.50 for this piece of timeless entertainment. I can't walk away from that. But yes, I mean, there used to be like that with the post office, but I think almost everywhere in here now does have a postal service, which is good, man, because it's keeping me in Amazon stuff. Oh yeah, that was the thing, right? So I ordered because my life now revolves around trying to dig holes in my garden. I've nearly dug the foundations for this fucking thing. It's taken a long time. I had to buy a rock breaker, like a jackhammer kind of a device, basically, right? So I bought one off of Amazon, and but I was buying other things too. I've been buying like sheeting and anyway, other construction stuff. And the guy delivered it, and he said, "Oh, why did you get some tarpaulin here? You could have bought that down the shop. You ordered it online." And firstly, I was like, "You're the fucking postman. Shut the fuck up, telling me what I can buy and what I can't buy online. Do you not like bringing boxes to people? This is your fucking job, postman, telling me I could have bought." He said it. I wouldn't mind if it was like friendly advice, but he was kind of like telling me off. He was like, "Oh, you could have got that down the shop." Like,
yeah, because he probably has some steaks in the shop, mate. He's like, why didn't you?
The fuck he does now. It's because he doesn't want to be carrying fucking boxes, which is his job. Fucking postman. Anyway, but he said you said tarpaulin on the side of it, and I was like, oh, I didn't even remember ordering that, but it kind of made sense with the shit I have been ordering. And then I got it inside and pulled it up on the table, and it didn't say tarpaulin. It said fucking trampoline. It's a fucking trampoline that's arrived. So I checked. Then I was like going through my orders. I was like, did my dad order a trampoline? Now, no offense to my father, but he doesn't look like the kind of guy who's like going to be hopping up on a fucking trampoline anytime soon. I'm looking at this and I ordered, and of course when I checked the Amazon thing, it said, "Oh, congratulations, your jackhammer arrived today," or whatever the fuck they say. And I was like, "No, it didn't. This is a fucking trampoline." So now I got to send it back. But it fucking cracked me up. I was like, it's not like the wrong model number came, or like it was a different power tool. No, it's like a fucking trampoline. I feel like those are like two opposite ends of the spectrum. You know what I mean? Like trampoline and jackhammer. And as my friend said, there's some little excited girl, has run downstairs. "Oh, today's the day my trampoline arrives," and she's just opened up this fucking jackhammer. How disappointed she's gonna be. Of course, maybe not. Maybe who's to say? Maybe she's loving it. She's like, "This is what I always really wanted." Oh.
Hold on, do you have to pay to send it back?
No.
Oh, does it actually come, or do you actually have to take it somewhere?
Well, so what you're gonna do is you print out a return sticker, and then you just drop it off in the post office. God forbid the postman picks it up. Apparently, I shouldn't be ordering anything. I should be getting that down the co-op. Fucking telling me off for buying. I'm gonna order some big fucking heavy cinder blocks just to fuck him off. Find the heaviest shit I can order, just so he has to break his back carrying it. Fucking.
He just probably won't turn up, mate. So the ones will be like, "He wasn't in."
Maybe. Hey, you know what? Maybe that's what fucking happened, Chanel. Maybe fucking Mr. Postman saw, oh, I got a fucking. Maybe he needed a jackhammer, and he saw, and he swapped it out for a fucking trampoline.
And you think he's making you pay twice because now he's going to go and sell it in the shop and say,
"Oh, that's probably what it is." I'll go down. He's like, "Oh, you could get." You go down the shop. It even says it's still in the box with my name on it, Alan Byrne. Fucking, it still says. He's like, "Oh, there you go. You can get that now. It's only slightly more expensive than what you would have paid on Amazon." Fucking, and we know where to send it as well. You fucking postman. There's two postmen here. They're both probably nice. It's just all in my head. This is what happens. You start. When you live in the country, you start building up reasons to resent other people, even though there's no reason at all. I found out. I found another. Looking around as if people can hear me. I was like,
the candles have ears. Ooh.
What's that? What's that candle? What's that all against me?
Put me fucking down. Put me down.
Put me down. You can't even remember me when I'm not here. You've been thinking about other candles. Get away from me. I can't take this anymore. Just fucking hell. Candle puppetry there. It's a pity if there are people who are only listening to audio, they mixed out my Jim Henson-esque puppetry of this candle. But so I'm digging these holes in the backyard using an auger, which is the wrong piece of equipment, but it does work slowly. You drill holes and then you dig out this fucking trench. And it's too much work and my hands are killing me. I'm not doing anything today. So I should have gotten in a digger, like a mini digger. I was going to do that originally, but then I decided. But then I said it to my dad, and he was like, see if you can do it without it, because it's going to be a pain to get the digger. He didn't go into specifics. But then yesterday when I talked to him,
you just didn't want to fucking do it.
No, it's not that. It's not that way. It totally could have been that, but it wasn't that in this case. It was when I talked to him this time. He was like, if you need a digger, if that's fine, we'll get one. But I was like, no, I'm nearly finished it now anyway. And he was like, that's just as well, because he's got beef with the digger guy. That's why. My father has some kind of vendetta against the digger man, which I didn't realize.
He's got digger beef.
He's got digger beef, right? And I don't even know how he has digger beef, because he's never here. Like, one of the reasons I'm doing all this shit is because at the moment he wants to be moving down here more now as he retires, but he's hardly ever fucking here. He comes down for like a day at a time. How has he had time to generate digger beef?
Maybe because he's like, maybe the digger man's like, you ain't really from the ends, fam. So like, he's like, yeah, what? You ain't from the ends? You want to come down here and start borrowing my digger? No, man. Move back to your sides.
I think it is something like that. And then today I saw the digger going up the road. The digger's parked. The digger's like 2 or 3 houses up, and there's me digging with a spade like a goddamn fool. The digger's up there gloating down at me. The digger man's up there gloating. And me breaking my back because my father's got digger beef and I've got to uphold the family honor.
Did he have like digger music like the ice cream van?
well, with digger music, I'm not sure. It's probably just like ice cream music. It's like, as he goes up the road, digger music. But because the digger's so loud, it would have to be blasting it for you to hear it. Because there's the sound of the digger that you have to overpower with the sound of the like ice cream.
No, like when it's driving, innit? And when it's driving, and then when it's actually digging, you can't hear it.
All right,
you're not going to people know that the digger is in the vicinity, guys. Yeah,
that's right.
Digger, yeah.
To pretend
digger beef. Got some digger beef. What you got? I got digger beef.
And I have to pretend I can't hear it when it goes past. Digger beef. I just have to. People are like, "What's that, Alan?" I was like, "I don't hear anything. anything." There's no diggers around here. So
your dad would be like, "Alan, are you bobbing to the digger music?" No, Dad. Digger beef. What up, Dad?
You can hear it in the back.
That digger beef?
Hear it in the background. What's that? No, it's not. Nothing. Turn that down. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I find it so hilarious, but yeah.
That was fantastic.
I'm trying to imagine your dad being angry with the digger man, having digger beef. I can't visualize it, but what I am trying to visualize is fucking hilarious, man.
I'm enjoying this. Every time I see that stupid fucking digger now, I'm going to be thinking about you saying, digger beef. Digger beef. God damn. So now, and I still don't know what it's about. We'll have to remix that, Chanel, into a sort of
need to figure out what that is.
Ringtone. Digger beef. You saying digger beef.
Digger beef. What you got there, man? Digger beef. Digger beef in the building.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, so that's my life. That's my life at the moment. The damn diggers out there digging away. Gloating.
They're not digging your holes.
They're not digging I'm out here digging my own holes. Jesus Christ. Some things never change. Yeah, fucking hell. So but I'm nearly finished now, Chanel. I've nearly got my trenches finished.
So is this for like
God damn it.
What do you call it? What's the word? Irrigation system? Is that what this is for?
It's basically both, yeah, because there's too much water. Land's all waterlogged, so I'm building this kind of irrigation-y kind of system to take all the water away over the cliff down into the river, so that the land isn't like a fucking swamp. And then I'm also have this sort of build places where these foundation legs the greenhouse can go down into, which will be sort of next to the irrigation thing. So we'll see. I might do it myself, but also I'm getting fucking tired now. So I might get a couple of a friend or two down here to help me with it. But I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, because now all the counties are on lockdown. You're not supposed to bring people down, but you kind of can bring them down if it's work. So I'll just pretend that they're employees or something.
So do you have like what is like this whole
what is this
tier?
whole?
Yeah, this whole tier 2, 3. I still have no idea. I don't know if that applies to you.
We have like different ones. They're similar, but not quite the same over here.
Okay.
Like one of the things here is that we're on what are we on? Level 3 or tier 3 or whatever. So on tier 3, you're not allowed to leave your county. You have to stay within your county area, right? So I can't go visit other counties, right? So I'm in County Kerry. I got to stay in County Kerry.
So you can't go and visit your parents if you wanted to, basically.
No, because they're in a different county. Bingo.
Right.
Because I was going to visit them last weekend, and then literally the day I got out of quarantine was the day they were just like lockdown, county lockdown. So it's like, and my dad was going to come visit me, but then my mom was just like, "You're breaking the rules. You can't do that." And he was like, "Oh." So, which is true. I mean, she's right technically, you know.
No, I just.
So, but anyway, I mean, I don't have any real good reasons. I just want an excuse to have someone help me dig these fucking holes.
Yeah, it's a lot, especially when you're carrying your dad's beef. You know what I mean? Like,
I've got to carry my dad's beef. Exactly. I'm fucking snowed under in all this beef.
You know, it's upsetting. You know, got cow tits in your face and all sorts. It's not the one. Got milk? Yeah, it's a lot.
Hey, very good, very good. So yes, so that's what I'm up to. So making progress on that, breaking my back, killing myself doing that, trying to avoid getting into more further beef with the digger man, and washing gravel. That's the next thing I'm going to be doing this weekend. Exciting. And painting fence posts. Chanel, it is non-stop excitement down here. Try to control yourself. It is pretty
missing London yet.
I'm missing a lot of things. What do you mean when I'm out there digging for 7 hours in the rain? Who would miss anything? You know, it's great.
At least it's for free shower, isn't it? Really, so you might as well just do it naked and then you'll be fine.
There's the mindset hug positivity spin on things. Free shower. Yeah. That's right. I often go about and pity myself when all the while a great wind carries me. I've been so basically I'm digging all day, and then I've been watching The Sopranos all evening. So I'm just like, oh, hey, oh, a digger man. Oh, hey, oh, these guys. Oh, hey.
So that's the reason why you're really upholding the beef, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's the family honor. I got to respect the family's honor. 5 foot up, this guy. Fango.
Hey.
All these noises, you know. These vaguely Italian noises. But I didn't realize talking to some friend of mine whose her boyfriend is Italian, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
the Italian that Italian Americans speak is like, it's like fucked up. It's like not like modern Italian at all. They're speaking some like weird old fucked up version of Sicilian. So like when they speak Italian, he doesn't know what the fuck they're saying. It's like they've changed.
Mm.
So it's like they've changed. It's like, so maybe they've changed the words because they've kind of like, maybe the original, because it's not like modern Sicilian either, which is a bit different than modern Italian. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
Sicilian from back in the day that's been like fucked up over time. So so some of the stuff. One thing they always say is like, marron, right, which sounds like maroon with an R, but actually like that's a corruption of Madonna, as in like the Madonna is not like the fucking singer. Back in ancient Sicily, they used to be like, oh Madonna, like a virgin, like the Virgin Mary, right? And that worked.
Mm-hmm.
That worked. Good virgin. There we go. Yeah. So, fun facts about Italian, Sicilian Italian Americans. Yeah, but he said it. It bugs him. But so anyway, so basically, what I'm saying is all of my very fluent gangster mafioso Sicilian Italian. It's a waste of time. I'm gonna say it to someone. I'm gonna try and get in a fight with some real Italian, and they'll be like, I don't know what do you mean. What are you talking about? Go! Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So
it's been fun then.
Oh, it's my dad's birthday too. He's 65. Yeah, a couple of days ago. So I don't know why they get him, because he's one of these people. Like most dads like that. Like, what do you get them? They don't want anything.
Yeah.
When you can buy them socks, you buy them. So I went on beef. Oh, he's got enough of that, huh? Buy him a little model digger and a fucking side of beef.
Put the digger on the steak.
Yes, like it's digging into the beef. Oh, well done, Chanel. That's it. Instead of I put a birthday candle on top of it that you have to blow out.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone else is very confused, but we know what we mean. Fango, this guy. So what I got him is I just Googled up, birthday present something Ireland something, just to see what the fuck would turn up. And there was a company that does like personalized gifts. So like they have a bunch of generic stock items, and then they'll engrave them for you. So I got him a glass with his initials on it, which is kind of shitty. And then I got him a hammer. You can get something engraved on your hammer, and it says Martin Burns hammer for use on nails and gobshites only. So he's gonna appreciate that. I think.
That's an Alan gift.
Yeah. I thought it'd be nice, because it's all just about novelty. It's about novelty. That's the only thing left. Goofy novelty.
Because Gemma was here the other day, attempting to try and fix the phone, and
this hammer made you think of that. Was she like, God, I've got it?
No, you're gift giving. And she saw my grabber, and she was like, "What? Why do you have that?
Why do you have an old lady grabber handle?"
She's like, why do you have that? Like, why? I was like, Alan's why I have that. Alan is the reason why I have that. So then I spent a few minutes explaining to her as to why I have that.
Why you have the greatest gift any human being's ever given another human being.
Then I was like, yes, and then the lamp, and then I said also the passive aggressive calendar, that I got, and I said, then he went tiny bit too far, and he got me a LED unicorn flashing fucking table lamp thing.
What do you mean too far? That was the best part.
No, that was way too far. I was like, the other unicorn thing was like, adult-y chic, because it matched my other things. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm on board with that. Calendar, I'm on board with that. I was like, yeah, I can't.
You just don't listen. I can't help it if I've got good taste. You know what I mean? If you're not ready for my avant-garde neon flashing unicorn lamp, fine. That's you know, your loss. It's your loss.
Absolutely loved it. So that's how I was like, yeah,
Oh, that's good. There we go.
Yeah, she was like, oh my god. I was like, yeah, thank Alan. Yeah, that's from
great.
Alan.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. Pass Auntie Chanel the remote, and you use your grabber stick. Then you can use your grabber stick to. You can use that for strangling your nieces and nephews from across the room if you can't be bothered getting up. Come here, you! Picking them up like that. You pick them up by the neck. Like when you see people like animal catchers, like catching like a dog or a raccoon or something. You know, you can use it. Yeah, catch them from.
The only thing was when you said that at first, I was like, I can't believe you saying that. Then I was like, oh, but I don't think I've got enough wrist strength. That's backwards. I don't think my wrists are strong.
Alan, full of compliments here.
Oh, wow.
You do have strong wrists. Believe in your wrists, Chanel. Believe.
Yeah, I was thinking like, I don't know, just maybe the first initial pinch, but to be able to like lift, I don't think it's there.
Yeah, maybe not.
Just maybe like a pinch and a grab, but a lift.
You can pinch. It's all it's a technique. No one's saying it's not brute force. What you want to do is you want to snack them by the neck. The back of the neck works well as well because it surprises them. You know what I mean? They're looking in the shoebox and just and then you got to kind of drag them. You're not going to lift them up. You're right. You know, you just give them a drag across the room.
Get over here. Yeah. Okay. Might try that today.
There's very few good things about being an adult versus being a child, but that being able to pick up children and sling them around the place is one of those things. So the good thing about this is I'll put a little. People won't know what I'm talking about either. We'll put a little graphic in of your grabber so people can see what we're talking about. Oh Jesus Christ! So yeah, I got him that, and then it's a quiz. We moved the quiz to Saturdays now, so it'll be a birthday quiz on Saturday, which will be good because all my aunts and uncles will have like dug out embarrassing pictures of my father. So that should be amusing. That should be fun. So my landlords were trying to fucking get money out of me, fucking cunts from the UK, and I couldn't really get to me, but they kind of could in a roundabout way. But anyway. Because I've got a good relationship with the girl on the front desk, she actually worked out a way where I paid him a little bit of money, but then I got my deposit back. So it actually worked out really, really good. Oh, not really good, but way better than I previously thought. So it was good because remember I told you there was 2 front desk girls, and one of them was really, really nice, and the other one was absolute fucking bitch. And then when I left, of course, it was the fucking bitch who was on the front desk. You know what I mean? I told you that before. She was eating crisps and fucking. Yeah. There's nothing worse than someone being a dick whilst they're eating. You know,
God,
it's so dismissive too. You know.
Yeah, you just want to ram the food in their face.
You know, it's because they don't even care enough about you to stop eating. They're just like I'm just gonna chew on this anyway. But the other one, I was in contact with the other one, so she sorted it out. And the nice girl on the front desk, Indre, she's gonna post me my cool hoodie that I got sent to that address by mistake. Sent it to that address. She's gonna send.
You left it behind.
No, I canceled all my mail, but that was the last thing that like went out before. You know what I mean? I got the timing wrong. It's purple and orange, and the little. It says "fuck you" all over it in tiny little font. It's it's pretty cool. It's a dress hoodie, for funerals, weddings, that kind of thing. It's pretty nice. I bought myself some new pants too. These are like, they're like tracksuit pants because
I can't see your bottom half.
Nah, I'm not gonna be able to get my leg above my head here. I'm sorry, my ballerina dates are behind me. But they're great. I got these in Pennies or whatever. Primark, the same thing. And they're elasticated waistband, but they kind of have like lots and lots of pockets on them, like combat pants. So I'm pretty happy.
What are you using the pockets for?
Oh man, I got my car key in one of these. Oh yeah, I got keys in one. I can distribute everything now. It's great. Previously, with my old pants that only had one pocket that didn't have a hole in it, everything had to go in the one pocket. I was walking around looking like I had this giant sort of cancerous bulge on my hip, full of like phones and gloves and chargers and battery packs and keys. So now it's great. It's great. I'm just delighted. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I have no idea why I'm talking about pants, but hoodies, pants. just the fashion corner, isn't it? It's Alan's fashion corner. Fuck, I wanted to ask you about. No, birthday presents. I already said that with my dad. I send him a birthday card now as well. Very hard to get birthday cards for dads. You know, they're all maudlin. They're all bullshit. You know,
Why don't
they're
you just
all
make
like,
one?
yeah, I suppose I could. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should make it. Maybe I could draw a picture of him like killing someone with a hammer, and then it would like match up with the hammer gift. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good call. All right, that's a good call, Chanel. Maybe I'll do that. Little stick man, Martin stick man on a trampoline, fucking hitting a guy in the head with a hammer. The digger man. There we go. There we go. It'll be Martin sneaking up behind the digger man with a hammer. Be like, but I'll make the title something.
What you can do is a digger, right? Put a cow inside the digger so the tick is the man, the beef. You know?
Oh,
hammer.
I see. It's a metaphor. Very good. And kill the cow to make the beef, to finish the beef, to the dig. This is very good. And then on the top, it'll say something that doesn't relate to it at all, to a beloved father. Just makes no reference to but we'll know what it means. He'll know what it means. But then if anybody looks, they'll be like, oh, that's how I don't really get it, but that's very sweet. It's excellent. You know what? I had to call. I had the hammer people. I put in the order for the hammer that said, Martin's hammer for use on nails and gobshites only. But I made a typo. I put in for use nails and gobshites only. I forgot to say for use on. So then I had to call them up. I had to call up the customer service people and correct my typo on the phone. And it was very fun. It was there. I was just like, and she was like, so what did you want it to say? I said, well, it says use nails type and gobshites only, but it should of course say for use of nails on nails and gobshites only. How embarrassing for me it would have been if it had been the typo. She was so unamused. She was just so deadpan. She was just like,
oh god, that's one of the worst. And you're like, wow,
sir, you fucking dope. I did. That was fun too, though, because with my when you return the shit on Amazon, you have to give a reason in the little box. So for the fucking trampoline. So my reason why the trampoline was received the Ling Shuan 5-foot trampoline instead of the Von Hausenhaus jackhammer. As much fun as trampolining, as I'm explaining was, as much fun as trampolines are, they will not help me break boulders in my back garden. Is the little explanation I gave them. No, I like that. I like to think there's some little guy in a call center somewhere seeing that and going, Hope so. I hope so.
Oh,
see, it's good to do funny little things like that, because if they're a person with a sense of humor, then they see that and they go, ha ha ha. And if they're a miserable fucking cunt like that one who works in the front desk eating cookies, they're like, nah, you think she's funny. That's good. It annoys them too. So either way, you win. Either way, it's a win.
Win-win situation.
Win situation. Why? What are you doing next week, huh?
Oh, it's the Tony Robbins thing that I was meant to go to.
Ah.
So they're doing a virtual one, and it's for 3 days and a half.
Oh shit! Wow, big marathon.
Yeah. So starts on Thursday. Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. Tony Robbins, he's so tall, he'll just be like his midsection, the whole fucking speech. No, it's virtual. What's what I do? You gotta reach down to find the power, blah, blah. He's fucking huge, man. 7 foot tall or something. I was like, that's
he's a big man.
I was like, that's why you're so fucking positive, because whatever your whole day, you're just up there above everyone else, being like, this is great. No one ever tries to get in a fight with me. Of course they don't, because you're the size of a fucking house.
Yeah.
Us short people down here living our miserable lives. Yeah, fucking life is a load of shit. It's great up here. I tell you what, you don't need the 3-day seminar. I'll give you the Alan Byrne fucking motivational seminar right now. Buy some fucking stilts. That's all you need.
I had stilts when I was younger, but they were they were in the shape of kind of like shoes, but like so you'd have they weren't like the stick ones.
Yeah, yeah.
They were like the shoe kind of ones, kind of like they were more like platformy kind of things, but they had the strings on them, so you'd hold the strings and you would move.
Yeah.
I love those, man. They were cool.
Those are good fun, man. When
I
you're
love
kids.
them.
We made some
Yeah,
of them out
fun.
of old like paint cans. I think it was when we were kids. You like drill a hole or make a hole in the side of the paint can, and then you can like walk around on them. Kind of same idea.
Yeah, I love them. They were red with white and red strings.
Nice. There you go. I like that's just good
Mm.
sense memory. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun being a bit taller. See, I mean, women always complain about their high heels, but that's an option. You know what I mean? You can be like, I want to be like 2 inches taller today.
They hurt. That's the
Yeah.
issue.
I don't see like why can't they there's some history with the high heel. It's some Italian fucking thing. I'm trying to remember what the origin of it
For
is.
men, wasn't it?
Yeah,
High heels
you're right.
for men.
Yeah, originally, right? But I'm like,
Mhm.
you can wear. I mean, you can wear sort of platformy shoes to make you a bit taller if you're a guy. You know what I mean? But there's you can't get away with much. You know what I mean? You can't give yourself another foot. You know, another foot's worth of fucking height. That's gonna start arousing suspicions. You know.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want a man in high heels or platforms.
Platforms. But
I think the only time that you can get away with wearing like those kind of high platformy boots if you're kind of like that. Is it like that gothy kind of
yeah
dress sense? And they have those boots and it's like got the thick like wood
You're
thing
right.
and that's their little.
Right.
But
It's interesting.
I think that's the only.
They get a
and then to have like a boxed heel, the only way guys can get away with that in a sense is either cowboy boots.
Oh yeah, that's
or
true.
Chelsea boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like the Chelsea kind of boots with the little thing. But I don't like. I wouldn't. If I saw a man in a wedged flip flop, I'd be like,
yeah, that's particularly effeminate. Yeah. Even if he was a cowboy, it would still look odd.
Yeah,
he's got a cowboy hat on and wedge flip flops. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Did you know? Do you know what? I read a thing about yesterday that apparently back in the days of the West, the Wild West, 1 in 4 cowboys was black. How crazy is that? Apparently,
that's
like
the whole point of like the movie. Is it Django?
Yeah. Do you
Django?
I don't think it's the whole point of the movie. I think
no, I don't think
there
was black cowboys. I mean.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that. I mean, I knew that it was a way higher amount than what was represented, but I had no idea. I was reading some article on BBC all about, obviously it's like the whitewashing thing that happens in films and history and stuff like that. That's crazy. I'm like, because like really in films normally, other than whatever like Django, one of these exceptional ones, you never see black cowboys. Yeah, but 1 in 4, that's fucking cool. Anyway,
it just makes me think like it's crazy how they would like have to whitewash history. Like, you think who in their mind just like, yeah, I saw a black cowboy yesterday, but fuck it, not in a movie, mate. Not in a movie. We're not on the screen. Not on the TV screen. No.
But I think it does make more sense in the past though, because people just were more prejudiced. So like they wanted to only see, I think people probably would have been less up for seeing representations of people who weren't like whatever group they were. So if the majority of your cinema going public in America was white, then it probably made whatever financial sense for them just to have their heroes all be white, la 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 la, in a way that makes less sense now, I think. But
yeah, it just baffles me just to think that that was someone's thought process. It still blows my mind. It's crazy.
No, it's crazy. I was listening to Come Town. They're very, very, very not politically correct comedians. But they
with a title like that, okay.
They have they had a whole skit about some television executive like being like, come on, we're trying to sell, because it was like, what was it? It was about, Obi-Wan Kenobi is like the fucking Star Wars guy, right? But like they were saying like Obi-Wan Kenobi, like it sounds like a Chinese name, but they gave it to like Liam Neeson Like Liam, you know what I mean? It's like Liam Neeson. We're trying to sell tickets here. I can't put a fucking Chinaman in space. What's wrong with you? Was the was the sketch like which it was? Yeah, it was just made me laugh. I was like, I had never even thought of that before, but
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, it's Star Wars, right? So who the fuck knows? You know,
That's
like it's go on.
It's Star Wars, and even like you got the Star Trek and all that kind of thing. It's the fact that it's not real, so then you have more opportunity to just put everyone in there.
Yeah, right. That's why it's extra funny.
It's not fucking real, but yeah, it's crazy.
Just like Black Vulcans. Are you crazy? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's in Star Wars as well. Like some of that shit is like, do it like what's his name? Like is it Blotto or Botto or something like that? But he's like a trader kind of guy. He's like a flying guy. But they're all just racial stereotypes. Like he's just like a stereotype of it, like a Jewish character from like the 1920s. That's he's got like a big nose. He's like, I like money and gold. It's ridiculous, you know. It's the same with some people say it's the same in Star Trek, that the Ferengis are like the Jews in space, basically, like because they're all based on stereotypes of like Jewish characters. So, but I don't know. That's a theory. That's a theory. Maybe it's not true. I'm not. I don't want to alienate any of our Ferengi listeners. You know what I mean?
I've never even heard of these people, but okay.
Then the lads with the really big ears. They got really big, mad, huge ears. No, never seen them. I do. You know what? Now, the more I think about it, though, I do respect the fact that they made them have big ears, because most aliens, they give them like ridges or big noses, but normally they don't fuck with the ears.
Yeah, something like they just have like a little opening, don't they?
Yeah, they'll do. I love that too as well. Like the future, aliens. I'm a Benosian. What's the difference between you and a human? Oh, I've got this little dot right there on my chin. You're just like, the fuck you would, man. They'd just be like, they'll be like cabbages. When we meet aliens, they'll be like talking cabbages. They got lasers coming out of them. They're not going to look like people. They're not going to look like us. Oh, I'm from Bazolia. I look exactly like a human, but I've got a tiny ridge on my nose here. So that when, the only reason they do it that way is, one, they want to save money on makeup. And two, they want to make it less weird when like fucking William Riker or one of the other lieutenants bangs one of these fucking things. That's why. They just want to make it less creepy. Whereas if he was fucking a space cabbage, you know what I mean? Then people would be like, that's disgusting. It's been such a powerful experience working on this new warp core adapter with you, Flocknar the cabbage. Oh, Splotnar, blah, blah, bonking a cabbage. But if it just looks like an Earth woman, but with like a little dot, little ridge on her, then it's less weird, right?
Oh, I give up. I
don't. Everything I'm saying, it makes perfect sense. Django. The theme tune to Django is really good. I used to have that as my ringtone. Django.
I've only watched that movie once.
I think I've only seen it once too. I just, but the theme tune is good. Django.
Good old movie.
Ha ha ha! Cowboys. I think I'd look good in a cowboy hat.
Really?
Fucking thanks for the support anyway. Jesus Christ. I think you could pull off a cowboy look. What? Why not?
I don't think it's my judge, to be fair.
You don't think so, no?
No.
No. I mean, cowboys. All right, fair enough.
I don't do hats. So.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, you don't. Why don't you do hats? If you're gonna shave all your hair off, you're gonna have to get used to doing fucking hats.
The thing is, this part of my head, if I have a cap on, this part of my head is just like, get this thing off. Like I get real like bad tension like here. Even if I put like my headscarf on, I have to make sure it's at a certain point because it's really tender here. Okay, and then if I put a hat on, it's like my head is like, oh my God, you stopped me from expelling heat. Oh my God, now you're going to turn into the biggest sweatbox ever.
Oh,
so yeah, I don't do hats.
Well, what if you had no hair?
I have no idea. I think I probably would just have a sweaty dome for a very long time.
Yuck. Dude, you're wearing like a Stetson cowboy hat, it's just soaked in sweat. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Bad fashion
Shake
advice.
it and just get people in the eyes. That'd be my superpower.
Splash.
Superpower? No, but cowboys don't have superpowers.
No, they don't, Chanel.
No, they don't.
Maybe you shouldn't be a cowboy. It seems like your knowledge of cowboy lore is somewhat lacking. Dude, I felt bad. You were just like, yeah, Alan, everyone knows 1 in 4 cowboys were black. Like, everyone knows all these facts. And now, up until apparently you thought these fuckers had superpowers. Yeah, and some of them can turn invisible, break through steel doors with their laser eyeballs. The fuck?